Have you ever felt a whisper in your soul, a quiet nudge that something vast and unseen is calling you? Not by chance, not by accident, but by a design so precise it hums like the stars in their silent orbits. What if this very moment, this fleeting pause in your endless scroll, was no coincidence at all? What if this video found you because you're finally ready, not for answers, but for the questions you've buried deep, the ones that stir in the shadows of your heart? The truth doesn't chase, it waits, and today it's waiting for you. They say life is a straight line, a march from cradle to grave, but what if that's the greatest lie ever told? What if every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every dream you've abandoned, was leading you to a single unshakable truth? A truth so heavy it could shatter the mirrors you've built to hide from yourself. The world will tell you to keep moving, to drown your doubts in noise, but pause right now and ask, why does your heart tremble when you hear the word destiny? This isn't about what you've been taught. It's about what you've always known, but were too afraid to face. Chico Xavier, a voice of light in a world of shadows, once said that no leaf falls without purpose, no soul wanders without a map. But what if your map has been folded, hidden, written in a language you've forgotten? What if the pain you carry, the questions that haunt you, are not burdens but keys? Keys to a door you've passed 1,000 times but never dared to open. This video isn't here to comfort you with soft words or fleeting promises. It's here to wake you, to pull you into a current so strong it will carry you to the edge of everything you thought you understood. There's a rhythm to the universe, a pulse that beats beneath the chaos, and right now it's beating for you. Can you feel it? The way your breath catches, the way your thoughts spiral towards something you can't name. This isn't just a video, it's a mirror, a challenge, a whisper from the part of you that's been waiting lifetimes to speak. Every word you're about to hear is a thread in a tapestry so vast it spans beyond time, beyond flesh, beyond fear. But beware. To turn away now is to leave a piece of your soul behind, unanswered, unclaimed. 5 minutes from now, you won't be the same. Not because you'll have all the answers, but because you'll see the questions for what they truly are. Lanterns in the dark, guiding you to a truth that's been yours all along. Chico Xavier taught us that the heart sees what the eyes cannot, that the soul knows what the mind denies. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to step into the light that's been waiting for you since before you were born? Stay. Watch. The truth is here, and it's calling your name. What is it about this moment that pulls you closer, as if the air itself carries a secret meant only for you? Not a random pause, not a fleeting distraction, but a silent summons from a place within you've long ignored. Chico Xavier taught us that the soul speaks in whispers, in tremors that ripple through the heart when the world grows still. Can you feel it now? The faint pulse of a truth you've circled but never touched. This isn't about chance. It's about readiness. The universe doesn't stumble, it aligns, and today it has aligned you here, on the edge of a revelation that could unravel everything you thought you were. Every wound you carry, every doubt that gnaws at your quiet moments is not a flaw but a map drawn in the ink of your own life, leading to a door you've passed blindly 1,000 times. Why do you resist it? Why does your heart race when you sense the weight of something eternal? The world screams for you to move on, to drown your questions in the chaos of the ordinary. But pause. Feel the tremor of your own existence. This video isn't here to soothe you with shallow promises. It's here to stir the embers of a fire you've forgotten, to remind you that you are not just flesh, but a spark of something infinite, waiting to ignite. There's a rhythm to your pain, a cadence to your longing that hums in tune with the stars. Have you ever wondered why some questions refuse to fade? Why some dreams return like echoes across lifetimes? Chico Xavier saw the threads that bind us. Threads of love, of loss, of lessons carved into the soul. What if the struggles you've cursed are not punishments, but invitations? Invitations to see beyond the veil, to step into a truth so vast it dwarfs the fears that hold you back. This isn't about answers you can hold, it's about questions that will carry you, questions that demand you stay, that you listen, that you dare to see. The heart knows what the mind denies, doesn't it? You felt it. Those moments when time slows, when a stranger's glance or a fleeting memory cuts deeper than it should. What if those are not accidents but signals, markers on a path you've walked before? The world will tell you it's coincidence, that life is a chain of random collisions, but Chico Xavier whispered of a greater design, a design where every tear is a lesson, every fall a step toward awakening. This video is your signal, your marker, your moment to stop running. But will you heed it, or will you let it slip back into the noise? There's a weight in your chest now, isn't there? A pull toward something you can't name, something that feels like both home and horizon. Why does it scare you? Why does it call you? The soul is a traveler, Chico Xavier said, moving through eternities, collecting fragments of truth like stars in a boundless sky. What if this moment is one of those stars shining for you alone? This isn't about understanding everything, it's about feeling the pull of something greater, something that asks you to trust, to lean in, to let the current of truth carry you where your fears cannot follow. You've been here before, not in this body perhaps, but in this longing, this ache for meaning. Have you ever noticed how certain truths feel like memories, how certain questions feel like reunions? Chico Xavier saw the soul's journey as a spiral, not a line, a spiral that brings you back to the same truths, each time deeper, each time clearer. What if this video is your spiral's next turn? What if the discomfort you feel is not resistance but recognition? Stay with it. Let it unfold. The truth doesn't demand your belief. It only asks for your courage. The world is loud, but the soul is louder when you listen. Why do you think you're here right now, with these words sinking into you like rain into parched earth? Chico Xavier taught that nothing is wasted, not a single breath, not a single sorrow. What if everything you've endured was preparing you for this moment, for a truth that's been waiting since before you drew your first breath? This isn't a lecture, it's a mirror. It's a chance to see the part of you that's been whispering all along, the part that knows you're more than your fears, more than your doubts. There's a crack in the armor you wear, isn't there? A place where the light gets in, where the questions you've buried begin to stir. What if that crack is your strength, not your weakness? Chico Xavier believed that the soul's greatest power lies in its vulnerability, in its willingness to face the unknown. This video isn't here to fill that crack with answers. It's here to widen it, to let the light pour through, to show you that the truth is not something you find, it's something you become. Are you ready to let it in, or will you turn away from the light? You can't unfeel what you're feeling now, can you? That quiet unrest, that spark of wonder mixed with dread. Why does it feel like you're standing on the edge of something vast? Chico Xavier saw life as a school, a place where souls learn through love, through pain, through the courage to keep seeking. What if this moment is your lesson, your test, your chance to choose between the comfort of the known and the call of the eternal? This isn't about what you'll learn. It's about who you'll become if you stay, if you listen, if you let the truth reshape you. The universe is speaking, and it's speaking to you. Not in grand gestures, but in the quiet of this moment, in the way these words echo in the chambers of your heart. Chico Xavier knew that every soul is a story, every life a chapter in a book without end. What if this video is your chapter's turning point? What if the questions it raises are not burdens, but wings, lifting you toward a truth that's been yours all along? Don't look away. Don't stop now. The journey is just beginning, and the truth is closer than you think. The air feels different now, doesn't it? as if the veil between you and the infinite has thinned, letting a soft light spill into the corners of your soul. Chico Xavier once said that the heart is a lantern, glowing brightest in the dark of doubt, and you've walked through that darkness today. You've felt the weight of questions that don't beg for answers, but for courage, the courage to see yourself not as a fleeting shadow, but as a thread in the eternal weave. What lingers in you now? A whisper, a tremor, a spark that refuses to fade. This isn't the end. It's the moment you begin to hear the rhythm of your own existence. Look at the path you've traveled in these fleeting minutes, the fears you've named, the truths you've brushed against, the memories that stirred like leaves in a quiet wind. Every step was a choice, not to know, but to feel, not to solve, but to seek. The soul, Chico Xavier taught, is a river carving its way through stone, gathering every tear and triumph into its current. What if this moment is your river's bend, where the waters slow and the depths reveal a reflection you've never dared to meet? Can you see it now? The part of you that's always known, always waited, always believed. There's a silence beneath the noise of the world, a silence where the soul speaks its oldest truths. Have you felt it here, in the spaces between these words? The longing that pulls you, the ache that feels like both wound and wing. Isn't it proof that you're more than your days, more than your doubts? Chico Xavier saw life as a tapestry, each thread a lesson, each knot a love that endures beyond time. You are that tapestry, woven from stardust and struggle, and this video is but a single thread, glinting with a truth that's been yours since before the stars were named. What will you do with it now? This isn't a farewell, but a threshold. The truth doesn't end. It echoes, rippling through your thoughts, your dreams, your quiet moments when the world falls away. Chico Xavier whispered that the greatest journey is inward, where the soul meets its own light and finds it was never alone. Let this be your spark. You are not here to find the truth, you are here to become it. Carry this with you. Let it burn softly in the chambers of your heart. Let it guide you when the shadows grow long. The universe is watching, and it sees the light you've yet to claim. So pause here in this sacred silence and choose. If these words have stirred you, if they've left a mark that hums in your bones, let your voice join the chorus of seekers. Like this video, not out of habit, but as a nod to the part of you that dares to question. Comment below, share the whispers of your own journey, your doubts, your dreams, your truths. Share this video with someone whose soul might need its light. Subscribe not to a channel, but to the call of your own awakening. Step forward, not because you must, but because you know the truth is alive and it's calling you home.